everyone, welcome back to RWBY Volume 8,
Konnichiwa!
Episode 9!
Woo!
In the last episode, Crunchy died.
Oh my god, yeah.
Poor guy.
Moment of silence. Okay, that's enough.
Not even Torchwick. 0 out of 10.
I knew I forgot to do a skit. Oh, I was gonna do that in the last episode. I did all this other crazy editing, like showing Penny going around all of the planet, but I didn't do the arms of the angel.
Well, I mean, you sang it.
I guess maybe I did, yeah.
Oh yeah, Penny flew for 10 years.
Poor Gravity being abused like that.
Or fell, I should say.
And then poor Crunchy being killed off by a backflipping broadsword.
Gravity was responsible for that one too.
Oh, Gravity! You're first you're the strongest character in the show, and now you're. Oh man, Gravity! Come on,
Gravity OP, man.
Floor.
Well, let's see what Gravity manages to pull off in this episode.
Yes. Are we all loaded up and ready to go?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wait a minute. Something's
Why?
funny.
It's
God, the upbeat music finally makes sense.
This is.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, what? Okay, what's happening?
Unironically,
Glad that wasn't spoiled.
This is better. This is better. I like this.
It is. It's pretty fucking good.
Who did this? This you, Fat Man? Are you responsible for this?
Yeah. I plead guilty to all charges.
Was it Molly's
like this music,
suggestion?
I mean, at least we won't be copyrighted by RWBY this time.
Yeah,
Just
we'll get got by Sega. No, I mean, I've been saying that you could swap out RWBY music with Sonic music for
Mad lad.
for volumes. At
You need
this
to cut
point.
this out and share it. Send it to Molly.
Yes.
It goes beautifully, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I was gonna play with it more. Like I was gonna like tweak some
Freeze
of the.
it when she's walking past.
Yeah, I was gonna tweak some of the timings a little, but it's just like, no, it works.
Never after, like happy never after again.
Yeah.
Like
That grim
that
smile.
light up with the beats.
RWBY intro goes with everything.
Wow, that was cool.
All right, now back to serious
here we go.
paladins and war. Oh,
And
look at all those
death.
dead guys.
Watch them
I
unironically
see.
start playing Sonic music. Oh hey, little
What's
squirrels.
that line of tiny scorpions?
Yeah,
Yeah, those are the fan submitted ones. Like one.
bunch of little.
They're the ankle biters.
How did you guys get inside?
Through the anus.
They got,
With Ren's new semblance.
Well, that was harrowing. Okay.
I'm glad the camera guy's here. Oh, the camera guy's dead.
Why did we think this was a good idea?
Ah.
I can sense spikes of people's emotions, I think. It happened on Winter Ship.
Oh, he got this power specifically
I
so he
sense
could be.
really angry fans.
I can lead.
You don't have to train yourself. I can help too.
Hey, you're not the main character.
Hey.
oh.
Stop hating on Ren. He's taken.
I can help.
There's been.
Not now.
It's like, I'll lead the way. You don't have to lead the way. Lead the way. You
Why
don't
is
have to
sleeping
lead the
on the
way.
job?
Lead the way.
Nothing hurt worse than the loneliness in her chest.
I've noticed you're staring at the loneliness in her chest.
I thought the idea of falling through Remnant into a new world was exciting.
When?
Isekai.
She wasn't the same girl anymore.
Yeah.
Now she had attitude.
It's time we start thinking about a way out.
I played that game. It ruined my best friendship.
What happens when we use magic?
What happens?
When we use it, I can feel us merging faster.
Oh.
Thanks for the dialogue, guys.
Honestly, I think you're doing just fine on your
I mean,
own.
in fairness, I
Was
just
that meant to be sarcasm? Oh, he's beating
Scary,
the
though.
crap on the floor.
Shannon McCormick's like, why are these lines in italics, guys?
When did we build a trench?
Oh, hey, look.
Notice the
Neon.
main character.
They took away.
Spot the OC.
It's weird that they let her keep her skates like that.
You wouldn't happen to know its name for this.
And the combat armor and the trumpet.
I've been practicing my Louisiana funeral jazz.
They're just kids.
Do you know what a huntress is?
Just kill
It is a
Frank.
child.
I don't know how this society works.
If it's a lie, and I took that lie to Salem, the punishment would fall on my head before yours.
Why would it fall on his head if he took the lie to Salem?
I don't know what happens when this thing activates.
Oh my god. He gets it on with Jin.
What are you doing?
Well, I was only planning to kill one kid.
It does look like he's.
Jin, what's up with Hazel's shirt?
What's wrong with his abs?
Oh yeah, I guess it does freeze time.
Why, hello,
Hello.
old man. Did you have a question for me?
You get one, Ruby.
Emerald's like,
What are you going to do?
What Gretchen would have done.
died in a field?
I'm confused.
Oh,
Emerald,
that's-
ask a
that's
question.
cool.
Does Cinder have a crush on me?
None of you have a question for me?
She's like, I'm getting tired of this. People calling me.
Okay, so hang on. There's just suddenly a coup happening, and Emerald's just on board?
You shouldn't even question it.
I'm very confused.
Oh, who? What?
Hi, Neo.
What? She's
Wait,
the non-textured model.
The first time she goes to go answer a question, but she can't talk.
Oh, we're gonna get the scene where she's just charadesing a question and Jin doesn't get it.
Or she'll take it to Cinder.
Is Roman alive? That's the question.
Oh, that would be great. Like, if you're going to introduce the idea that Roman isn't like an evil grim thing, but like alive?
It's okay to be afraid, you know. You don't always have to hide it with a joke.
Oh, damn.
Of course I'm scared. Him, on the other hand, there's no fear at all.
He's an idiot.
No
He is
self-preservation.
that
instincts.
stupid.
We are literally inside a gigantic whale group.
Wrong way.
I dropped a bomb in the bathroom.
Oh, if only one of us could amplify aura.
No, John.
He was doing
looks
that the whole
tired too,
time.
remember?
Yeah. Now they're both tired.
Oh yeah, hang on. Isn't that the thing? Like, John has to amplify in order for...
Wait.
Hmm.
Have you gotten what we need yet?
You.
The lamp. Find them.
Oh,
Oh,
That was the worst.
That Neum. That was the worst. That was great. That was hilarious.
You need to add like motorcycle skid sounds.
wow.
There's a lot of standing and not a lot of... Okay, there we go. Let's move.
Glad you guys didn't hear that.
Come on, Juan.
One? What?
John. He still gets
What?
his name wrong.
What?
That's on
Did he
purpose.
just get his name wrong? What?
He got his name. Remember, he got his name wrong like a while back.
Yeah.
Oscar!
Oh, nice. I didn't see that coming.
Wait.
So where's Hazel?
What's going on here?
It's a long
We don't know.
Oh, is she?
Hold on.
Ren just shoots her.
Bang.
Or maybe because I know how to get out of here. Anybody
Bacchus.
coming?
Jesus Christ.
Well, to those hot pants.
So the whole, like... This is everything that I wanted, I guess, with Emerald and Hazel
This is
going
it,
against
everyone.
Salem.
We're
But
gonna
it's
clear
happening
after
in
that
such a
one.
weird, rushed way.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
feels like it needed an extra episode.
There's
Like,
no
I
time
wanted-
to set
I-
any of this up.
But there was a lot of glances from a lot of people.
Are you gonna tell her what you did to her friends?
Yeah?
Yes.
It's my job, right?
Because
No, that's what delegation is for.
That's the job.
That's
She
your
said
job
booty.
now. Now do your job. Good boy.
puts a biscuit on his nose.
It was so good. Would you do it? Would you do it for a Scooby
Women, you're
snack?
almost out. Just jump.
How about 2 Scooby snacks?
Disguise me as Hazel again!
Oh man.
Okay, we actually get to see Salem fight. That's cool.
Mm.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
That was legitimately great.
I'm taking your other arm.
Oh!
Oh no!
Magic.
You hit my boob window. If only I had armor there, like in that specific spot.
She doesn't need armor.
Oh, it's set crunchy.
What did you do with the lamp?
I ate it.
It's missing.
She's not lying.
Where is it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Neo took it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't lied yet, I guess.
Oh.
Oh, his eye! Oh no, she's hover thumbing him. What the fuck?
Her again.
Your Grace.
I love Salem. Salem is a cool villain. I'll give Ruby that.
Take the boy to his chamber. I have work to do with this one.
Oh man.
Of course.
Oh man.
Smart.
Wink, wink, wink.
He knows that she can't be killed.
Yeah.
This is smart of him to do, I would hope.
Let's see what maybe he has something up his sleeve.
Dude, just yeet him off the whale.
Oh!
You could have like thrown her off the whale. But alright.
Yeah, really. She can fly, it's fine.
What? Why are they letting them go?
She lost concentration.
Run.
What?
Oh, is he sacrificed?
Yeah,
oh,
this is.
Stop killing off all your cool characters.
He's gonna die. He's dead. He's dead.
Red flags.
Yeah. Yellow, white, red.
Someone go back through the reactions for me. I called this exactly as it has happened.
I guess there isn't much left.
I'm doing what Gretchen would have done.
Once again, Ozpin has manipulated his way into getting people to kill themselves for him. I'm on Team Salem.
Yep.
But I love Hazel's
nice.
fighting style of just
Yeah.
jamming stuff into him.
This is nice. Mm. Mm. Oh!
Oh!
Whoa!
She can't be killed. Everyone should be running.
Oh.
Why are you... Yeah, they got the right idea. Go!
Oh,
That's
I
such
like
a good
that.
effect. Nice.
Hmm. Oh.
What are you making?
Oh, God.
Or was that Ozpin?
I think I was.
Oh.
I'm not sure who that was. It was like a dust shield.
Oh wait, I thought he doesn't feel pain.
Let's see you regenerate your face!
Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
Remember, he's still taking all that pain. He just doesn't feel pain.
He's dead.
Yes.
He... Oh man.
Is it?
They never really did explain what Ozpin could do, did they?
Is that it?
Is that it?
Yeah.
What? All right. That you had me until the ending
Wow.
there, sort of.
Why? What happened?
I don't know what the. I guess as a cliffhanger, but that's an annoying cliffhanger.
Okay.
If it's the same cliffhanger they did in season 3, where you just saw Cinder and Ozpin clash, and we're like, oh cool, we're gonna see a really cool fight, and then we just
Ozpin
see
dies.
Cinder walk away from it.
Yeah,
They
no.
skip over it, you know? Hello?
No, we're all sitting here thinking.
Yeah. I was kind of reeling. I went back to the beginning and completely forgot about the Sonic song.
Okay, so Salem feels pain. That last scene, she felt pain, but when her back was all backwards, she was just like, dink.
Yeah.
Like, which one is it?
She's not invincible. She's just immortal. There's a specific difference there.
No, that's fine, but I'm talking about pain-wise.
Yeah, because like she literally had her chest blown open, her face caved in, but for some reason, being on fire hurt her more.
Yeah.
I guess. Maybe dust.
Maybe it has something to do with dust.
And same with Hazel. Like, he said he wasn't. They said he wasn't supposed to feel pain, and then at the end there, he was just like feeling it.
With Hazel, I can only assume that was less him feeling pain and more he is on fire and dying.
No, when he was getting his face smashed in the ground, he was like, "Oh, ugh."
Well, I mean, when you get injured, even if you don't feel anything, you still have like a
reflex?
A reflex to like exhale.
Sure. Okay.
Also, as a combatant, that's actually sort of a rule of thumb. When you exhale, it like relaxes the muscles in your body.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. It relaxes your muscles, and so like the impact is softened in a way. It's weird.
So I'm fairly certain what happened at the end is that Ozpin just nuked the whale.
The whole thing. Okay.
He put the shield around himself and then held the stick out, and then just boom, no more whale, because he didn't want Salem chasing after them, right?
Right.
She has to respawn now.
Yeah, we have to find out what that weapon does.
Well, do we know what dust is?
It's not magic.
Well, it's not magic, but is it tied to like primordial human? They had magic, and like they became dust. They got dusted.
Remind me, in Salem's backstory, wasn't dust literally fragments of the moon that came raining down after the gods crashed through it?
No.
Like, the gods were like, peace, I'm out. They burst into the moon, and then fragments of the moon, like, came raining down. I might be wrong on that.
There's a theory that dust is the actual people that were killed. The magic.
Thanos.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. They've never really confirmed what dust is. So maybe dust can hurt her, but like that's kind of weird if like it's like the one thing that can enact pain on her.
Fatman?
We know that dust itself cannot kill Salem because Jin pretty explicitly said you can't. There is no way to stop her permanently.
Fatman?
Well, again, I seriously think that was her playing semantics with Ozpin.
Monkey's paw.
I think Fatman fell off.
You can't. Not necessarily that no one can.
Fatman?
Interesting.
Is not here.
He died in the explosion.
Okay. Jesus.
I'm going to rewatch the episode and then give better comments on what I feel like with Emerald in this episode. Hazel makes a little bit of sense, like, because we've seen Oscar, like, talking to Hazel.
The build-up to Hazel makes way more sense, but Emerald just sort of, like, rolls with it. Like, really, it's that scene in the lamp chamber.
Hey, we cooing in here? All right, we're cooing.
Yeah. Also, what the hell is Neo going to do with the lamp? Like, I'm running through it, like, is she still loyal to Cinder? Why would she be loyal to Cinder? So I'm, like, wondering if she's...
Yeah, she's not loyal to Cinder. At all. The only alliance they formed is to kill RWBY. That is like her number one goal. So her question could literally be, where is RWBY right now? Or it could be, hey, what killed Roman? Because I assume that Neo thinks that RWBY killed Roman.
Yeah, but the lamp is gone, so we know that she just took it. We don't know.
Yeah, she's taken, gone. Mm-hmm. Which is awesome.
What do you think she's going to ask for? Do you think she's going to ask, like, who killed Roman? Or where is Roman? Is Roman alive? Like, there's many questions she could ask if she were to ask it on her own. And I assume Jin has sort of like a limited telepathy type deal going on. So
God, Neo is such a cool character because she doesn't talk, this is all actually a really interesting mystery. We have no idea what she knows.
Exactly.
Right? Does she think Roman is dead? Did she ever find a body, you know?
I mean, I think it's implied that she thinks he's dead.
Yeah, she wants revenge on Little Red, obviously.
Mm-hmm. I'm worried about that.
What if the question is literally, what happened after I flew off? Like, I got Mary Poppins off the cliff.
Jin just hands her volume 4.
Yeah, well, no, like, from, like, what happened, like, following the ship afterwards. Did Roman get out the bird or something like that?
Yeah.
I still think it's more likely going to be, where is RWBY? So she can personally go and shish kebab her.
That seems like a waste of a wish.
Wait, was RWBY? Yeah, RWBY was at the manor that Neo was also at when Neo was pretending to be the waiter. So she could have shish kebabbed her then.
Yep.
Maybe. But she had a job to do then anyway.
I don't know why she just didn't surprise attack RWBY, but okay. I guess Aura. I guess. Also, I really do feel irritated because we go back to the trenches scene where, like, they didn't even bother, like, creating a few new characters just to, like, fill out the ranks of these guys. Like, we literally have...
We don't want any more new characters, though. Come on.
Yeah, we don't want it. We would just go, who the fuck are these guys? You know?
I like the idea, like, oh, here are some other Atlas students, but, like, for now we have, like, Faceless Goon, Faceless Goon, Faceless Goon, Faceless Goon, Captain Guy, and then, boom, Neon and Flint.
The one change I would instantly make is the line where he's like, they're just kids. It should be, man, I forget that these are children sometimes. Like, he's only now realizing that, like, they're kids, and that this is a bad situation for children to be in, when the entire Huntress system is like, yeah, we're going to take a bunch of children and teach them how to fight monsters.
It's like he would be saying that over like Neon, like leaning over a Grim and like tearing its throat out with her teeth. Like, just be like, I forget these are kids sometimes.
All right, my question is at 10:18, Oscar shows that he was Oscar the whole time instead of Hazel, okay? And John's like, Oscar, and hugs him, okay? Why are they trusting that right away? Like, they know what Emerald's semblance is. Why do they, like, hug him right away? Why don't they question, like, is she playing with me? Like, is she playing with us?
She might have turned Hazel into Oscar.
The ultimate 4D chess move. Neo disguises as Oscar.
Oh, God.
Then Emerald uses the illusion on the disguised Neo so that it looks like that. And, would be 10 million IQ chess, but that's not how
yeah, but you know. But really, though, like, why straight go into that trust? Like, why?
Well,
I don't get it. That irked me.
I agree that's a weird issue. My bigger issue is, like, is this trying to show the extent of Emerald's mental abilities? Because, like, she was mind tricking not just them,
Salem too,
but also Salem and Hazel, the actual Hazel, and I also assume Oscar. Like, she was working on like 6 people at once at a distance I can only barely fathom without making any kind of visual contact with them. And while I understand that her power is growing, this is well beyond what we've seen before. This is an incredibly extreme distance for her to be working with.
And now that you said that, that's why Salem possibly said, "Oh, you were honing your skills, girl."
Yeah, really.
The fact that it was Oscar in disguise makes that scene where Hazel is struggling to answer, that's way funnier now.
It's cute.
That's much better now.
Like
this was a really good episode, guys.
I love it. Mm-hmm.
What would Hazel say?
Okay, I was actually confused. I thought those scenes were happening concurrently.
Oh, no, that was like when she went over to Hazel. It was like, did you get that thing I asked for? Hazel's like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Hazel goes,
You sure he'll be okay on his own?
It's Oscar asking about Hazel, not Hazel asking about Oscar.
Yeah.
Because the way he asked was like so innocent, so like really worried about it. I'm like, why are you that worried about it? You just punched him out.
Well, I mean, Hazel is also like a good boy.
Yeah. Hazel.
But the way he was asking, though, he was really like innocent, and then when he got scared, like his face expression.
Yeah, I genuinely thought that was Hazel until like because I thought like what was happening. Like I thought the series of events was they meet up with Salem, and at the same time is when the Seer Grim trips for Yang, John, and Ren, and then like a few moments later, they run into the real Emerald and the projected Oscar. Meanwhile, back with Salem was the real Hazel and a fake Emerald.
No.
But I was confused on that, and now that I've had that cleared up, where it's
So I think what happened is the fake Hazel, Oscar disguised as Hazel, and Emerald were there. Salem hears the alarm tripped. She runs not like down the corridor to where Yang and Ren are, but to the relic where the lamp is, because she came back. She's like, "It's gone. Where is it? What's going on?"
She segues off.
And then the fake Hazel and Emerald run and find the gang, and it's like, "Hey, good time." I've got to bounce. I just wanted to say I really liked this episode, and I'll probably talk about it more on the podcast next Friday.
Enjoy your Valentine's.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Happy Valentine's.
Oh, thank you. Everyone have a wonderful Valentine's as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're alone, remember, we do have a Discord. All right. Peace out, guys.
Peace out, man.
See you later.
Real quick, because I was wondering, I'm like, where did Hazel go this whole time? Because if Neo took the lamp and Emerald's walking with Oscar, where did Hazel go? I think he went to go grab Ospen's weapon.
Yeah.
Kane.
Yeah. I think he did that too.
Yeah, that makes more sense. So that Hazel's really adding up in this episode. I really like Hazel.
Yeah.
It's really just that sticking point of Emerald just walks in and is like, "What are you guys doing? Are we cooing in here?" Okay, we're cooing.
She's down with the coup.
Yeah.
And like that, I don't know, that makes enough sense to me.
To me, it makes absolute sense because she's been worried this entire time and she's been wanting to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
It feels like we're missing a scene, though. I'm not angry with it. I just feel like there's something, like an element missing here. I don't know why she would flee without a better option. Oh, I'm going to turn against this immortal witch queen of the evil Grimm. that's not a decision you make lightly, and she just kind of walks in, and when Hazel says, yeah, we're doing this, and it's like...
Well, I think that's where the part where she heard them talk, and plus the part where she heard the password comes into play here, like, as to even more of a reason why she needs to leave. Like, she needs to get the hell out. This lady's out of her mind, so...
You know, I think what made it would have made it better, because I think she needed, like, one more thing to tip her over. If they had developed some kind of dynamic between her and Hazel, that would have been a little bit stronger. Because he's sort of a paternal figure.
Yeah.
He sort of, like, makes us, like... So, and they kind of started establishing that, I think, a little earlier, but they didn't quite...
Yeah, that's when he grabbed them, when she did the whole big Salem.
Hey, they've been setting that up for ages.
Have they been setting that up for ages? Maybe I just need to rewatch things.
Yeah, so they have a relationship. He cares.
Okay.
He cares.
Yeah.
It just something fell off about that. I'll have to think on that. Maybe I'm underanalyzing things.
No, I see what you're saying. It felt quick.
Yeah, totally.
Then I went back just back again just now, and it's like it makes sense after remembering those scenes.
It doesn't feel out of nowhere. It just feels sudden.
Yes,
that's it. That's the one.
Like, oh, here's the scene. Here's the coup. Everybody's on board. It's like, yeah, okay, all right. Well,
it was like just a matter of time, really.
There was no questioning it. I think maybe that might be it. There was like no immediate questioning. Just sort of like, oh, we're doing this, instead of just like, is this really a good idea? And like maybe she needs to be worried. She must be worried about it. Why wouldn't she be like asking him, like, is this really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There wasn't even a scene where it was like, oh, we're doing this. It was just like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't we? Yeah. It was like automatic. It wasn't even like, because they never discussed it beforehand. They like both thought they were going to betray Salem independently, and they're not. There wasn't that like, you too? Twinsies.
No, I absolutely see what you guys are saying. Like,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And at the same time, I see how all of them had their doubts except for Tyrion on what is going on. Like, and then once they saw Jin and what Aspen has been saying for a while now, and it's like, okay, we got our answers, and all right, then here it goes.
Yeah.
Something else would have been great, but I get both sides. I get it.
Yeah. If they wanted to do the scene that suddenly, they could have done it better.
I mean, you can do any scene better, sure.
Yeah.
As it was happening, you guys were like, what's going on? And also, you guys missed one line that I was like, I'm glad you guys missed that.
Would have gone with keep moving forward, but sure.
I don't know. For me, it was a little cringe for the three of them. Ren, Juan, by the way, not Jean, Juan.
Come on, Juan.
And Yang to, the conversation they had was a little cringe. The one with the, you don't always have to, like, make jokes and you can be afraid. I like that.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But the last one, they were like, okay, I think it's time to go. And Jean goes, well, I would have gone with keep moving forward, but okay, let's go.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Yeah, I was a little like,
Yeah.
God, that is such a cringe line. Oh my God, John, leave.
They're so bad at incorporating the keep moving forward line.
Yeah.
I don't think that was as bad as the Genlock interpretation. I love Salem on her fucking... I wish she had gone up and like mimed like getting on a motorcycle and like kicking with her leg, like, and then going, making the noise with her mouth, like if she had done that, so would have been a 20 out of 20 episode, a billion out of 10.
She got on her hoverboard real fast, like, woo! Oh my God! What's that machine that Paul Blart is on?
It's a Segway.
A Segway, right? Remember when we first met Salem? Like, she was around that table on
yeah.
Volume 4. She was like on her Segway, like, wee. And you had a thumbnail with a Segway.
Totally,
she was on there. Yeah, she would, whoop. Naruto, like, no, did she have her hands back? No, she didn't, did she? Like a Naruto run? I don't know, whatever.
I have a question about, because we had that brief interlude with Winter and Good Boy.
Yeah.
What is wrong with them? Like they're like, oh, we're going to infiltrate and bring the payload into the ship. We're going to cut our way. You have a flying transport ship. Just fly that into the mouth of the monster. Fight your way out and detonate. Like, I don't know why.
Because they're still in there?
You guys just didn't open with that. They haven't left yet. They haven't left to go deliver the bomb into the whale.
It was on its way, right. It's on its way. They flew over.
Is Winter doing a sacrifice?
It didn't seem like it.
Would you say the same thing if it was your sister inside? Are you gonna tell her what you did to her friends?
duty.
What's the problem here? Like, I'm doing my duty. Why is it such a big issue to be like, yeah, I arrested your friends, but then, like, they asked me to go inside the whale, and I'm like, all right, I'll taste you out of my hair.
I mean, Good Boy's just concerned about them being in there, especially when he's like, come on, Juan, because they're so close, you know? Him and Juan.
I kind of hate how he's like the only empathic member of the
ASAPs.
It's the Knives Out thing, where the Nazi guy is the only sympathetic one until the twist, when we're going to find out he's secretly working for Salem. Yeah. It's the Weiss thing. They introduce a character super racist, and then they just flip it in the next season. Like, whoops, we didn't mean it. So basically what I'm saying is that in 6 more volumes, Meryl's going to be the best character. And we're just going to have to forget about volume 7, which I'm perfectly fine with.
So the fight with Salem, I actually really liked.
Mm-hmm.
That was by far the highlight of the episode. It's just like all the different ways her body just gets malformed is superb.
Yes. Very creepy.
Oh, I liked the explosion with the backwards chest thing. The face was not good. They could have done the face better.
The punching of the face side to side was amazing.
Yeah, that was great. The only thing I didn't like was actually the magic, because like when Oscar shoots her in the chest with magic, it's like, take my sprinkle beam, and it's like, what is that doing?
What I didn't like is when Hazel starts to fight her and she lets go of everybody else. Why did she let go?
Yeah, she's just like, she's like, oh, I gotta make it fair.
I think the way that they should have done that is that when he actually caves her face in, that's when the arms release. So, like, the idea is he actually disrupted her thoughts enough to actually, like, break her hold on them.
Yeah. Like, this kind of, like, shows her, like, she just can't die, and she's had a million years to practice. She's not actually, like, that super threatening. If this dude can, like, pound the out of her, she would be dead 1,000 times over by now.
Yeah.
And I think this fight kind of demonstrated that super well.
Yeah, but he was able to hold her. Yeah, she can be contained.
Yeah.
Also, her hair is still so stupid. We keep ignoring that. It's
fine. I don't mind the hair.
I don't mind the hair either, yeah.
I watch anime, you nerd. I've seen worse hair.
Yeah.
That's a whataboutism.
Part where Oscar's like, all right, if we use more magic, you know, I'm going to be deader very sooner. So he used a bunch, didn't he? What parts were magic? The last part, obviously. Or do you think the last part was just a weapon?
I don't know what Ozpin did the same thing. Ninja said that was Ozpin's semblance, like way back in the day. And he got a lot of from, you know, the people who also don't know. And I'm beginning to think that is Ozpin's semblance, and that the cane is, like, letting Ozpin, like, channel himself more thoroughly.
I'm thinking anything green is Ozpin's magic. Because he was shooting at her with green stuff. And rainbow is what's-her-face's magic. Rainbow and dark purple.
Yeah, I'm more inclined to think that it's some kind of magic. I'm thinking that it actually might be, like... Because remember, like, the wizard split his magic into parts to give to the maidens, but it doesn't say anything that he can't infuse items with it. So what I'm thinking is that he actually created his own semi-relic out of his cane.
And that's why he said, oh, it's got a few tricks up its sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking it's technically magic, but it's like the item itself is infused with magic.
It's like Thor's hammer. Maybe it's like better to direct it with.
Are you Thor, the god of hammers? That hammer was to help you control your power, to focus it.
So that's where the money lies on this. So with Fatman and Brit, it's semblance. With Dashie, it's purely magic, but it's a channel.
Not purely magic. After what you said,
well, he wouldn't have a semblance because he was a pre-human.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just thinking that it's like it's a thing that Ozpin does. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, back in volume 4, like early volume 4, Ninja was like, it's a semblance, and I believed him. And it's just like, well, he doesn't have a semblance, but it's like close enough.
Okay, he doesn't have a semblance, but do the bodies he occupies, do they have semblances?
That was always been my question.
I think they do, but I don't know. Like, they've never really addressed it, because they talk about Oscar getting his semblance, so I mean...
Yeah. Maybe he only occupies non-semblance havers.
Oscar's semblance is so coincidentally that when he's possessed by another mind, he keeps his own. I mean, like, this wasn't a bad episode. A lot of it followed logically. The characters were relatively intact. I actually kind of liked Yang shouting at Salem about Summer Rose, though. I'm kind of frustrated with it because, like, she's also, everyone you've taken from me, but she names one person. Like, kind of implies there's more than one.
And then Salem's like, and she's like, Fyra?
What?
What was her name?
I'm sitting here waiting for a real, a real thing that you have to say. Oh, stupid me.
But no, so aside from modifying that a little bit, I liked most of this episode, but it felt really underwhelming for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to describe that. It's not a bad episode. For some reason, it's not emotionally resonant the same way that a really good episode is or a really bad episode is.
I almost want to say the same thing that I said about Full Metal Alchemist, or the end of Brotherhood anyway, is that if this was the end of a good show, it would be amazing.
What?
Like, the last 10 or so episodes of Brotherhood,
Yeah.
they kicked ass.
Yeah.
But they were just part of such a boring show that it was like, if I cared about any of this, I'd be on the edge of my fucking seat.
You're going to have so many people.
Yeah, exactly. Hot take, guys, by the way.
It's not a hot take.
Fatmanfalling, surprise.
It is a hot take. People love Brotherhood.
It is a super hot take.
No, it's so popular that there have got to be just as many people who hate that show and would be so glad to hear that someone who knows what
Guys,
they're talking about also thinks
tell Fatman how wrong he is about Brotherhood.
If you love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, hit that like button. If you hate Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood,
hit that like button.
No, other way around. Sorry.
No, seriously though. Like I want to see on the like to dislike ratio. If you made it this far into the video, which nobody did, get the if this video has more likes than dislikes, then Full Metal Alchemist sucks. And if it has more dislikes
don't do that.
than likes,
don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
No.
I want to win, Dashie.
Don't do that, man. You're gonna chip yourself out of likes.
Vote with your wallet. If you like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and the Full Metal Alchemist series, donate $1 or more to my Patreon or Dashie's Patreon. And if you hate it, donate $1 or more to Fatman's Patreon. Either way, you get access to the Team Frostbite Discord server, where I, Fatman, and Dashie are regularly there interacting with you guys, our fans.
Yes, come join the Discord and complain about the first 50 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist.
Or complain about Fatman not knowing what he's talking about.
Agreed. But yes, should we move into questions where you too can ask if you are part of the Tundra?
Yes, sounds good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Everyone in the Tundra is dedicated to one question per episode of RWBY, so we get to answer it during our recordings. First up is Mediocrity asking, what do you think Neo is going to do with the relic? I don't know.
Oh, we talked about.
She's gonna try to charades a question, and Jin's gonna be like, I don't know what you're saying. Please, just speak up. Open your mouth.
I mean, at least we know that it's gone and she took it. Whether she's gonna use it or not.
I have the sinking feeling that she's gonna bring it to Cinder, and I don't know why she would do that.
Yeah, I don't know why either, but I think that's just the thing to do.
I don't think she's gonna bring it to Cinder, because Cinder took it from her, and she was like, check out the relic now. I think she's going to keep it for herself.
It would make sense if that happened. Yes, it would make sense if that happened.
Yeah, I'm happier if she doesn't give it to Cinder.
Right, me too.
She's going to take it to Ironwood.
Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Or she takes it to RWBY this entire time. She was on her side.
Maxwell Media Inc. asks, how do you feel about what Yang said to Salem and that she named Summer Rose as her mom because a lot of people were upset when she called Raven her mom and would often refer to Summer as RWBY's mom? I am more frustrated with how they wrote the interactions between Yang and Raven than I am with her name-dropping Summer as her mother. Okay, I prefer Yang thinking of Summer as her mom and as Raven as, at best, her mother.
I have no problem with it. People can have two moms. People can have two moms.
Yeah, no, it's that Yu-Gi-Oh meme. You know, the one where Kaiba's got the card and it says, "Your mom gay," and then Yugi turns around his card and it says, "Which mom?"
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, it's that meme. You know, two moms for the win.
Why were they upset though? That's anyway. Next.
Rick's Arts, did you think that Hazel and Emerald's decision to turn good was rushed or it needed more time?
We talked about that for a long time.
We talked all about that.
Aiden Blitz. Not so much a question on the recent episode, but one with 8 volumes worth of disappointment to the statement about any Carrie episode being better than any episode written by Miles and Eddie you chuckleheads agreed on. Does that make Cinder's backstory episode written by Carrie automatically better than the Miles and Eddie episodes? It wasn't the worst written in the volume. It came way too late.
Didn't you guys like that one?
I don't know. That's your guys' question.
I generally liked that one. I had a lot of issues with it, but I generally liked it. My biggest issue came with the fact that it was just way too late. So it was more the decision to have the episode that was the issue than it was anything else.
What was the best Eddie episode? Was it episode 4 of this volume?
I made a deal with the darkness.
Go to your room.
You cheated your way into bacon!
That's even arguable. That was just like one scene that was really the good part of that.
Well, I mean, like, let's face it, all but one RWBY episode are only good because of one scene in them. You got 2-6, and then you have a bunch of like, I guess this episode is good, it had that scene in it.
Floof asks, considering this was an Eddie episode, did you guys also feel that each scene felt needlessly padding that boiled down to make a single point? Ren can now sense people from a distance. Hazel gains Oscar's trust. Salem is mad, fights the good guys. Atlas does protagonist speeches. Like all Atlas soldier scenes felt redundant, and I swear they were pieced in reverse.
There was a lot of scenes in this episode where I mean, like, I think I said this. I was like, oh, thanks for the exposition, guys.
Yeah, oh my god, the thing that pissed me off the most at the beginning of the episode was just, like, them running into the whale, not seeing any of, like wow, that was harrowing.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I think that was Eddie attempting comedy again.
It didn't work.
I mean, the thing that I was thinking of was Ozpin and Oscar, and it was like, every time we use our magic, I feel us merging faster. And it's just like, you could have done that at any point. Like, you know.
Done what at any point?
They could have had Oscar be they could have had Oscar, and they could have had him like actually be a character where he uses magic and he, has repercussions for it. But instead, they just like throw it in dialogue after not doing anything with him for.
I get that it's
3
really
seasons.
difficult to demonstrate that. Like, from a writing perspective, how do you demonstrate the mental decay of a character without like outward signs, like say Joker or something like that? But like, it takes a lot of fine tuning, and you can do it. I could see ways to do it with Oscar. My issue is that, like, they're trying to humanize Oscar right now, where they're like, we are 4 volumes in with Oscar, and only now are we learning, oh, he listened to fairy tales as a kid. Okay.
Removing that, because that's always like what I always hear with you guys, with a lot of people, not just you guys, and me too. Let's just face it. Okay, removing the part where it's like, it's been X amount of episodes. It's been X amount of volumes. Now we're getting this. Okay, let's remove the it's been. Okay, we're here now. Are they not doing it well?
They are doing it clunkily. It's passable, but it's clunky.
All right.
It can't exist in a vacuum.
Because I'm wondering, you're saying they could have used magic at any time. Like, when exactly do they need magic more than like right now when they're trying to get away?
Well,
and if they're trying to save it, because
the big problem is
it changes him fast.
The last time they used his magic was when Oscar was plummeting to his death outside of Atlas.
Yes.
And we didn't see
any fallout from that.
Right. He was Ubered back into the RWBY team. Right.
Yeah. Like Oz, and also like Ozpin showed up on his own.
We didn't want Oz coming back to be like this Deus Ex Machina of like, Oz came here and saved you. It was like, no, Oz heard what you told to James, and like that got him up off his scared little non-existent hiney.
So, I don't know, man.
They could have opened this volume then with having like Oscar and Ozpin like thinking to themselves, like talking to each other, like they were. But when they did it, I think what they could have done is like occasionally they would have like overlapping thoughts, or in a way they would have like, they would be thinking the same thing simultaneously. And like that would start weirding Oscar out. And then you could, kind of insert there is like like Oscar being like, we're like, either Oscar or Ozpin like acknowledge we're fusing and like the magic's accelerating.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Or like have more of the stuff from like the beginning of Volume 4 where he's like struggling against it.
Yeah.
But it's just like he never really used, like, you say that was the last time he used it. When was the first time he used it?
First time he used magic?
Do we even remember?
Was it,
I don't think so.
Anything in the fight against Hazel?
I don't think so.
No, he just
Yeah, I think in the fight with Hazel, Ozpin just took over and like used his muscle memory to like whack Hazel with a stick.
No, I think that was the first time they used it with that fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
They didn't really do it, and then they just say, "Oh, dialogue." So it's like that's not storytelling. You gotta have like it's got to be about the conflict. The conflict isn't like external to the story. The conflict should be the story. And here, like in this episode, he's like, I don't like using magic for this reason. And then at the end of this episode, he uses magic, and it's just like, ooh, look, set up and payoff.
The stakes are so like well done right now. You know what I mean? Like they're there. They're right there. They need to use this now. It's not just an option. It's like, we got to get the out of here.
These stakes are f***ing raw!
They're raw, yeah, whatever. Either way. You don't have to say it out loud. I love the idea of like merging thoughts. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it was placed, like I said, the stakes, and they're going through. They're going through the options together, at least, instead of just like, let's just do this instead. In this episode, we see that both Oscar is scared to death because he's not ready to do that. And then at the end, he's like, you know what? There's no other choice. Boom, magic.
Unless Ozpin took over. Were his eyes yellow? Did he have like the yellow eyes after he started using the magic?
Oh, I don't know.
Was he doing his Shannon McCormick impression when that all happened? Because like there's shit that I want to see. Like I want to see like Ozpin, like take over. I want to see Ozpin be a dick about it.
Why do you say be a dick? Like, you think he's been a dick this whole time? Like,
oh yeah.
Why be a dick about it?
No, I want to see him like, this is just me. Oh, why do we have this like, like ancient immortal character who's been like controlling the direction of human evolution for thousands of years, and now he's just suddenly deferring to a teenager? Like, I think it's fake. I think he needs to gain, the host body's trust before he can take over. Or something like that. Like, it would be such bullshit for like, this never happened before. You never met a host body who was like capable or brave. Like, is he a different person every time?
From what you've seen, I think, like you were saying, he needs to get the host's trust or something, because I don't think he can just take over.
Yeah. Like, has it, because he introduced himself as Ozpin, and like, oh, they're gonna say, oh no, but I think they wrote that line before they decided that he wasn't Ozpin initially. Like, I think that they decided that before he was Ozma, in their canon. So it's just like, they don't become Ozpin, like, they don't like become the Ozpin, they just keep their old name, but like, why would they do that?
Well, I mean, like, legal reasons.
Well, let's see, how old is he? Like 50-something years of the same name. You're just going to be like, hi, I'm Ozpin, because I was Ozpin for 57 years.
Yeah, legal reasons.
Or like Ozma for 1,000 years.
That, and also he's saying that because he's trying to find the girls, and then, hey, tell them that you're with Ozpin.
Can you imagine the back taxes that man must owe? All right,
my
he's
God.
trying to dodge them.
It's all the IRS.
Yes.
It's literally my joke from the abridged, where all of his like bookies are dead, so he has to pay them back every time he visits the spirit realm.
Alpha Omega Beta Sin asks, "How is your day going?" It's going pretty well, buddy.
Not bad.
It's all right. It's all right. Everybody vote in my community poll.
Yang asks, Oscar said the more he uses magic, the more, we were in the future, but he asks, how do you think Oscar will be the next time we see him?
If it's not full Ozpin,
I don't know.
I'm gonna just think, oh, this is RWBY. This is an episode of RWBY. If he is full Ozpin and he's taken over, and Ozpin, or an Oscar is like the voice inside Ozpin's head, like, can I have my body back? Like, if they do that, then I'll be like, oh, this is actually a show now.
Okay.
But if it's Oscar and Ozpin is like, I'm going to defer to your judgment again, I'm going to be like, I'm still watching RWBY.
Yeah.
What I think Oscar's going to be like, I don't know. What I wish he will be like is what Raven said, like the merging, the thoughts, something like that.
I would accept that too.
Not All That Evil asks, what is your opinion on John having no fear? He's a complete idiot.
That's his semblance. That's Pura's semblance. It wasn't magnets. It was not having fear. And if you don't have enough fear, you can just move metal. No one ever tried before because they were afraid of embarrassing themselves. Pura's ghost possessed Jean.
I think Ren mistook the word fear for like enthusiasm, and we can do it, guys. Sky punch.
Oh, he just doesn't fully understand what fear is.
I don't know.
There's this emotion I don't recognize. It's just like, no, it's just genuine enthusiasm and love of the craft.
Sure.
Jean's actually pleased with himself, and Ren's like, I've never been pleased since my parents died.
Okay.
Zeppelin asks, do you guys think Salem does that Naruto run thing whenever she thinks no one is looking, or is it just for special occasions?
I think she does that all the time, but when no one's looking, she makes the motorcycle noises with her mouth. Was I here when I said that? Or did I say that after I lost connection?
I said that
I've never heard
you needed to add in motorcycle sounds when she was running away.
That's funny that you meant that he said Naruto, because I really thought her arms were back.
Yeah.
Like,
I would just love it if she was like, brr, 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 and she was like leaning, doing the phantom handlebars.
her cheek all puffy.
Yeah.
Do you think Dora Wolf asks? Do you think that Jin will let Neo ask her a question in sign language / writing out the question, or is she going to be a bitch about making the lamp useless for Neo?
Charades.
Yeah.
See, Neo doesn't write. If Neo wrote, that would like kill it for me. Like if I not to like take a huge steaming dump on Neo from fixing RWBY, but like if Neo communicated in like some normal way where it's like, oh no, she's a normal communicator, she just can't speak. Like that would diminish it so much for me. But I do want to see her doing like charades at Jin, just trying to like not like sign language, but just like, come on, everyone else understands me intuitively. I'm like a Pokemon saying my own name, except I'm not saying anything. Or if she has like an unbelievably cute voice, like something like season 1 Sweetie Belle from My Little Pony. Like if she sounds like that, that's the reason she doesn't talk, I will be pleased. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Either that or she sounds like Hazel, so that's why she doesn't talk.
Looney Goon asks, well, I'm at work and can't possibly watch the episode before you guys. So, Raymond, have you ever had a chicken parm at Penn Station? That's what I always get. I have not. I imagine it's pretty good because it's Penn Station. But guys, please, let's keep the questions actually focused on the episode.
Yeah. On top of the one question rule, we need to make it a relevant question rule.
I've been saying that forever.
Elysian Empire asks, thoughts on the effects used on Salem when she was injured and killed? If nothing else, I find it creative / enjoyed due to Frozen in Time effect is hardly ever used for wood and or blood from her wounds.
Wood and or blood?
I'm not sure if that's English.
Like, okay, when she blew up, like when Yang put the grenades on her and then she like blew up, like her guts didn't go blah and like just go everywhere. They like stopped and then they came back. So I think that's what they mean by Frozen in Time effects.
Yeah. Made me think of how it looked like if someone sends her head flying. Just imagine it floating head and blood trailing behind it. Ugh, that's actually kind of gruesome. I like it.
Yeah. Like, I liked, like, I'd say like 90% of the effects when her face came back. Like, I loved when Hazel is like punching her head and like the blood is like going blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But when her face came back, that was like, they could have done that way better. It should have been like the most iconic thing of like Salem with no face after getting like just pummeled, like coming back. Like that should have been like the scene, but it was like they had an effect over her face because you see her eyes. It's like they took that effect and then they like mask layered it on a 2D plane through the thing. And it was like, really, guys? Like, it looked like an effect that, like, if I knew how to use 3D modeling, how I would think to do it.
So you think it would have been better if, like, she started growing, like, an eye from, like, scratch, like a tiny eye, and it just grows, like that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like she would like grow little tiny eyes, and then like it would be like her skull comes back and like her jaw, and she like starts talking before her face is fully there, and you got like Nicolas Cage and Hell Rider. What was it?
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider. And you got like that kind of like skull thing, and then like little vestigial eyes like grow in. It should have been incredibly disturbing, but it would just look
I mean, it sounds hard to do.
That sounds like, when you get down to it, like knowing modeling, that is very intensive what you're describing.
Yeah, but
that is insanely intensive.
It should have been like the most iconic frame, because it's like, oh, how does Salem live without a head? And it's just like, oh, like this. Like
I feel like that's kind of going overkill for what they've typically portrayed in terms of like gore and horror.
I guess, but they should have.
I don't think that matches up with the tone that they've set for the show. They're not going for like, gore. They're not going for a gore angle. Yeah. And I think that...
And I would like to meet right in the middle of both of you. Like, a little bit of both would be good.
Yeah.
New Year Blade Charge asks, what do you think about Salem's power now since you've seen her fight? Do you think she's threatening or still not threatening?
We talked about this.
I never got the impression that she was actually like really trying too badly in this fight. At least not against Hazel. She just seems to like kind of just go with it.
No, I think she was trying because, like, I mean, she got distracted and she let them go. I mean, this might just be like a RWBY problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. I can't tell because of RWBY.
Yeah, remember in Volume 5 when Ozpin was like...
Let's just say I made finding the Relicate Beacon a bit more challenging than at the other schools.
So, like, the idea that Cinder was going easy on Pyrrha, like, goes right out the window. Like, Cinder actually, like, still had a job to do when Pyrrha interrupted, so it's not like she was going easy. Like, she was going hard.
Yeah.
And this is like the same thing where it's like, she got hit and then she like got distracted and she lost control of all of her like spooky dooky grim arms.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think she was like, not taking it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't like, Dragon Ball Z when Goku goes Super Saiyan and then he's like still fighting Frieza and he's like talking to King Kai. She got distracted. She had to shift her focus away from holding the prisoners.
All right.
So I think she's normal amount of strong. She's just immortal and can't die.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I like the powers. Like, she's quick. She's creepy. I'm hoping they're not done. I'm hoping that that's not it for her. I want to see more. And if there is, why didn't she use it here, I guess?
I think that her fighting style at least not addresses completely, obviously, but like, one of the things that Fatman has had an issue with, which is why don't people fight like they have aura?
Mm-hmm.
She fights like she can't die.
Yeah. She just lets Hazel pummel the shit out of her.
She does it classy-like.
You can see Salem hover thumbing
Oscar's
eyes.
I thought she had her thumbs in his eyes, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't really tell if that's like an animation glitch. Like they're just like, oh, our characters' models have huge eyes. And if she grabbed his head, like, yeah, they would, like, her thumbs would overlap with his eyes. Or if she's actually, like deliberately putting her thumbs, like, over his eyes, like she's gonna gouge them out.
I actually thought that she was gonna gouge out his eyes. I mean, in fact, I am severely disappointed in this episode that no one got maimed, except for maybe Hazel.
Yeah.
I wanted someone getting maimed, man.
That would be nice.
It looks like it's just hovering right over his eye. And when Oscar moves his eyes, he moves them normally. So she's not touching. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Yeah. Not touching. But is it like hard to make objects touch in 3D? Or is it like she's doing this on purpose?
I don't know. Typing Loud asks, do you think that the Oscar rescue mission was too easy given the setup, or was Team Orangey's involvement unnecessary?
I skipped it. Okay. Unnecessary is the wrong way to look at it. Like, they intended for the two groups to meet up and work together. So it's not unnecessary for Orange to go in there looking for, this isn't even Orange because but for whatever.
Oh, it was Team Orgy, that was it.
It's Team Orgy to go in there looking for Oscar, because the goal, like the writing goal, was for them to meet up and team up, and then the tangible goal was for them to go into Oscar, and they didn't know that it would be that easy.
Right.
Even though it wasn't, it was extremely harrowing, except they just didn't show that part.
Yeah.
Didn't I make that joke in the last, or not the last reaction, but the episode 7 reaction, where it was just one long panning shot where they go into the whale's mouth, and then there's like comic cartoon beat up sounds.
The whale hallway.
And then they go out, they like pan out the back and they just have Oscar.
You said it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of that, but not played for a joke, even though they tried. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say I called it.
Izanagi 009 asks, was Neo ever set up to have wanted the lamp, and why would she want it? I don't know. I guess she wanted it after Volume 7, but...
I mean, we talked about it.
She was set up to want it as soon as Cinder took it from her. I think she just wanted appreciation, and then Cinder was like, no, mine. And then at that point, she's like, oh, I'm gonna get that relic back.
Katrina asks, what do you think Oscar/Ozpin did with his cane at the end of the episode? Magic. We've already been over that.
We said it. We said that blew up the whale, maybe, because definitely killed Hazel. Hazel's gone.
Yeah.
No,
ultimately buying time is
know,
what he did. He bought time for them to get out, I guess.
I think he saved Hazel.
How?
Magic.
Don't ask Eddie. He used magic. Like, I don't know, but I think he. So Dashie, we saw Infinity War.
Yes.
So I can, in fact, say this without spoiling anything. When Cap and Vision were like, "We don't trade lives, Captain."
Okay.
Like, I think he's gonna pull one of those moments where it's like, "No, you're not gonna sacrifice yourself. We're getting out of this together." You know, like I think he's pulling a "We don't trade lives, Captain" moment, and he's gonna be like, you know, your sacrifice would buy us what 10 seconds? Like, come on, man. I think he saved Hazel. I don't think he.
I guess I can see it. I guess I can see it. I'm hoping not, though. I'm hoping Hazel dies. I hate Hazel dies. Hazel dies.
I'm doing what Gretchen would have done.
I'm gonna do what Gretchen did.
Not because I'm mean, but just because that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Final question, Ashbarian. Do you think that Emerald is sticking around with the good guys until Vacuo? Unless she dies. In fact, I don't even know if we're going to get to Vacuo. So, I mean...
Wasn't it confirmed that we are at some point?
We have in the books.
Guys in the comments, let me know. Because I could have sworn it was.
I don't think they did any panels or conventions in 2020, so I don't know if they had a chance to confirm something like that.
They do stuff like that on Twitter and stuff, so who knows? Maybe we missed it.
Yeah. If you ask, like, oh, is the team going to make it to Vacuo? They would probably say, jump around, like, you know, no spoiler questions.
No spoiler questions.
And then, like, if you say, are we going to see Vacuo? They would be like, oh, we already did, because we saw that clip with Sun and Neptune. Like, they're going to weasel out of any kind of question they have about whether or not the crew is going to get to Vacuo. My money is that probably not, but I don't know. Because I don't know how long the show is going to keep on going for.
Especially because they're beholden to Warner Brothers and HBO Max now.
This show? Or
yes. Yeah.
Really? I thought that was just Genlock.
They posted this on Twitter where it was like HBO renews RWBY for 3 more seasons. And it was like, whoa, they need permission to make their own show now? I was really shocked. So it's like the numbers of RWBY really matter to the company now.
My money is we're going to get up through volume 12. It'll be the main end of this arc, but then they're going to try and spin off like they did with RVB 0.
I guess.
With like a soft reboot or something like that. I don't know.
Is RVB 0 a soft reboot?
I thought it was completely divergent of the original story.
I don't know, but I had one last thought here. Did Hazel's aura break?
Was he feeling pain at the end?
Do it.
Because you guys said that, and I didn't.
No, I thought he was just exhaling.
That was what was
he was feeling pain, not at the end. Not at the end. At the end, he was just like, okay, goodbye, cruel world. But while he was getting punched and kicked and stuff, he was like, ugh, ah. But I'm trying to see if his aura broke. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I get to bring up fixing RWBY this time, but not Raymond's.
Okay.
Because he's not doing this, I don't think. But like my version of Hazel, in like my version, would only keep his aura, wouldn't keep his aura around his body. He would concentrate his aura down just around his like spine and brain and heart. To like super concentrate it there around like his important bits and like not give a shit about any of his other extremities. Like he just gets stabbed.
I'm glad you
and-
didn't just say like down to his, junk. Thank you. But now
well,
I
I
get it.
mean,
Okay.
that
That's
goes
important,
without
yes.
saying.
Of course.
Yeah, but he can just get like stabbed and sliced and broken and like all sorts of shit. And it's just like, no,
That's cool.
you can't get my spine, you can't get my heart, you can't get my brain. I'm gonna fight until I can't fight anymore.
Boom, liver. You're dead.
Oh, I forgot about the liver. Oh god.
Okay, I think that's it, right?
Okay, I think that's it. That's it.
I don't know if you guys talked about this like immediately after the episode ended, but this one was good.
Yeah.
This one was good.
It was good, but unimpressive, I felt.
I don't know if it's the best of the volume, but it very easily could be. Mostly I'd have to rewatch that one scene from 4.
The Ren scene?
Yeah, the Ren scene.
Yeah.
Both Eddie episodes. Basically, he shouldn't try to tell jokes. He should only try to make people mad at each other. That's what his volume 7 episodes were missing. Nobody got mad in an Eddie episode.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you had a fun time with our reaction and got something out of our discussion. We hope to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Friendly reminder that every even episode is going up on my channel over on Celtic Phoenix Productions. Every odd episode is going up on Fatman's channel. And typically every Friday there is a stream over on Dashie's channel where a smattering of different guest stars that could include me or Fatman or anyone else really to talk about the most recent episode in a little more detail after we've had some time to kind of cool down about it. So
yes, apologies for last week. I wasn't feeling well all week. I'm just now, after the entire week, feeling a little better. But yeah, we're definitely going to have something this week.
Yes. All right. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.